Volunteers are the life's blood of any nonprofit agency. In America last year, over 62.5 million volunteers volunteered 7.8 billion hours for an estimated value of $184 billion. A local nonprofit organization could use your talents, and we have all the details coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Tina Mann, and joining me in the studio today is Havana and also Marianne Merriman, who is a volunteer with SPCA.
And I have Hannah.
We have Hannah. Tammy Coach, also a volunteer with SPCA.
And I have Hansel.
Hansel. Finally, we have Randa Richter, who is the Volunteer and Community Involvement Manager with SPCA.
Yes, and I have Mr. Herbie with me.
And these kittens will soon be adoptable, correct?
Yep, probably next week they'll be ready for spay and neuter, and then they'll be on the adoption floor.
Excellent. So why don't you tell me a little bit about SPCA and their volunteers? I know you were talking to me about the amazing amount of hours you did last year.
Absolutely. We have approximately 400 active volunteers in our system, and last year they donated 34,000 plus hours of service. So we have a lot of volunteers around campus and off campus as well.
That is amazing. I mean, and what could be better than volunteering with little fuzzy guys? Because
Right?
they're just so cute. I mean, look at that face.
You're saving lives, you know.
You are saving lives. And what you guys do is really important. And I don't think people realize everything that SPCA does, because a lot of people just think, oh, well, that's where you go to adopt pets. But you guys do far and beyond all that, and it requires a lot of manpower. So you rely on your volunteers, and you have two of them here today.
Yes, I have Miss Tammy with me and Miss Marianne. They've both been with me for a while, probably 5 years plus each, and they do a variety of different services for us. Volunteers at the SPCA, you can be on campus, you can love on the kitties and the puppies, but also we do off-campus events. We take animals to nursing homes so the residents can love on the puppies and the kitties. We have animals off-site that the volunteers go and take care of as well.
Excellent. So what is the average time commitment that you need to be able to provide to be a volunteer?
I do ask for a minimum of 4 to 6 months of commitment. I do understand I have snowbirds and I have college students as well. So it can be flexible, but I do ask at least 4 to 6 months.
And about how many hours per week is that?
I schedule 2 days a week for about 3 to 4 hour segments. Now, if you've been with me a while and you're looking for a few more days, we're able to do that.
Excellent. This little guy thinks I'm a jungle gym. So let's talk a little bit about your experience as a volunteer. What made you get started? How is that?
I came to the SPCA after I retired from 44 years as a registered nurse.
Wow.
So I was looking for something to do, and it was just very easy, because this is one thing I really wished I'd had the time and energy to do, but I didn't when I was nursing. So I've taken those skills and that compassion to the SPCA and turned it up a whole notch.
Excellent. So what types of things do you do?
Well, I do the cleaning at the off-stars, as Randa referred to. I work on site as well. I do pet therapy, and I help with the orientation class for our new kitty volunteers.
Excellent. What is pet therapy?
Well, I personally take kittens or cats to a nursing home, and we allow the seniors there to play and interact. And actually for them, it's not so much the touching with the cats, it's their socialization with each other. This opens them up.
Yes.
And it really is important, because I know a lot of people, I mean, they go from being very socially active, and then they go into these homes, and a lot of the time they don't get near the amount of visitors that they really need.
Right.
And as I said, what could be more therapeutic than having people around and pets around? So what about you, Tammy? How did you get started?
Well, I had just moved back to the area from being away for about 20 years. So it was like coming to a new place. You really didn't have friends. You needed to get out and meet people and volunteer. So that's how I got started with the SPCA, because I have a passion for animals. And it's just blossomed from there. I mean, I go over to Plant City and clean the cages for our cats that are adopted at PetSmart. And then I'm available. We do First Fridays. We're doing a Memorial Day food donation drive. And so just anything that can get me out there, and I love it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I'm sure that's what Havana was saying is, you know, we love our volunteers and we appreciate them, and I can speak cat, so I'm sure that's what she was saying.
Awesome.
So talk to me a little bit about the process of becoming a volunteer.
So if you are 16 or older, you apply through our website. There's 4 training classes. They don't take long. Probably within a week's time, you're able to go through all of them. And then you're on the ground running and volunteering.
Excellent. So is there information on your website about that, or do they need to go to on campus? Or?
Go to the website under programs, click on volunteering, and then fill out the volunteer application. It's sent to me, and then I email you back the information to get started. Now, if you have younger students that want to do something but they're not quite 16 yet, I do have a donation drive option for them, so they can earn their hours for school by collecting items we need, and then I give them hours for school that way, so they can still help out.
That's awesome, because I know my children in particular, they have a big community service component in their school,
Yes.
but they're at the middle school level, so they would not be quite to the age where they could do that. So that's a great idea. I think another child at their school this year was doing that because they had a big poster about it up in the office. So
Absolutely.
that is a great opportunity. And it's a great opportunity for the seniors and the juniors to actually meet their community service requirements as well.
Absolutely.
Do they have to do background checks or anything like that?
Yes, I do background checks on all volunteers before they even come to the first class. So everyone's fully aware of what's expected or not expected.
So the types of like the foster that you do, is that considered a volunteer, or is that a separate program?
That's a separate program. A lot of my volunteers do cross over in foster as well. But to earn hours for school, a lot of kids would love to foster, but unfortunately that's not an option to earn hours for school.
That makes sense, because they might not give them back. And then it just becomes a pet, and it's like getting hours for taking care of your pet. So that makes sense. And just a little aside here, we were saying that we were talking about kitten season and the importance, even though these guys are cute, of spaying and neutering. So that's something people can also help with, is getting that word out.
Absolutely. We have so many low-cost programs at the SPCA. We make it very easy for people to spay and neuter their cats and their dogs. And like you just said, they are adorable, but we do need to control the overpopulation.
Definitely. So, Miss Marianne, what has been your favorite story about volunteering so far?
That I got my forever pet. He's FIV positive, and he just walked into my heart, and he's my baby.
Is what positive?
FIV, feline immunodeficiency virus is what he carries. So he is not sick now, but he carries the virus, and if he becomes susceptible to bacteria and viruses that other animals carry, he could become very sick. So he's my isolated one cat-only baby.
So for the people who are afraid to volunteer because they're afraid they're going to end up as a cat hoarder or a dog hoarder, because I'm afraid
We won't let you have
that
it.
that would be me, that I would want to adopt all the animals, how do you avoid ending up with 8 animals, 9 animals? Is it hard?
Tammy?
Oh, well, a lot of people, I would think, would enjoy coming to the SPCA and volunteering, especially if, like, say, they're renters and they cannot have a pet in their apartment. There's always things. You may have one person in the family that's allergic to cats, so you may want to come in and pet the cats. There's opportunities for everyone there.
This one is going to go to sleep now. He's like, I'm just going to go to sleep. So what about you? What is your favorite story as a volunteer?
Oh, my favorite story. I guess taking the dogs out to take pictures with the firemen, Lakeland firemen, that was awesome.
Oh, I'm sure.
I really enjoyed that.
I'm
but
sure you do.
We have several opportunities for volunteers, so just to let you know. But anyway, that was fun, a lot of fun, a good project.
That's excellent. And what else do people need to know about volunteering for you guys?
Have a big heart. If you have a ton of time, we're always looking for more dedicated and reliable volunteers. I will make sure you don't take home 10 animals. But if you have 1 hour a day, 2 hours a week, you know, these guys rely on them for socialization and for love and care. And so to be the voice of the voiceless.
Voice of the voiceless, that's very important. So all of the information that they need can pretty much be found online. You guys have a pretty big online presence. You have a big social media presence. I know you guys have events and wellness wagons and everything else that they can also get information about, and all of those things also have to be staffed, I know. So you guys have a great need for volunteers, and it's a great program because, as I said, what could be better than, you know, look how cute he is. So
it's a great de-stressor.
It is. It is. That's why I look forward to you guys coming in every single month, because I can always look forward to a little bit of less stress in my work day. So it's a great opportunity for people to come volunteer and get that and get the just joy of service and join you guys. And I'm sure you can make a lot of friends, and both furry and human.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming out today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
SPCA Florida provides many opportunities for animal handling and customer service training, and we are looking for people from all walks of life that meet the following minimum requirements. You must be 16 years old or older, must be able to give a 6-month commitment, average of 2 hours per week, must be able to fully support SPCA Florida's mission, vision, and policies, and be able to communicate those to the public, must demonstrate good customer service skills, and be able to work well in a team environment. There is a $15 registration fee due after acceptance into the program, which covers the volunteer t-shirt, name badge, and volunteer manual. For more information, you can check them out on the web at spcaflorida.org or give them a call at 863-646-7722.